Hello friends, and welcome back to Wesley Commons. I'm Nick Anise, my good friend and colleague in marketing, Mr. Davis McClendon, and we have a very special guest today in Mr. Jeff Ryan. Jeff is our hospitality director here at Wesley Commons.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Nick. Thank y'all for joining us. During the video series, one of the things we want to cover here is something that we spend a lot of our budget on here at Wesley Commons. We've just completed a big renovation project, got more in the works. But we first wanted to tell you a little bit about yourself, Jeff, and
Sure.
give us a little bit about your background and kind of what has set you up to lead us into the vision that you've had so many years ago.
Sure. So my background is all in hotel, resort, and restaurant management. And so basically what we're trying to do is bring that into a segment of the industry that has long been kind of not necessarily high-end food. It hasn't been everything made from scratch, and we're trying to apply those same practices that you find at great restaurants here at Wesley Commons.
Right.
So each venue will have its own personality. The cooks are being trained as cooks in a high-end restaurant would be trained, as opposed to just buying in products and warming them up. We're actually crafting the food here to offer delicious and healthy experiences.
Right. And I know you've spent considerable time in some of the hot spots of culinary in the whole country,
Right.
in Charleston, South Carolina, as
That's
well as
right.
Chicago, where you've had a really cool blend of experiences with hospitality in high-end restaurants.
Right. Yeah, so all those experiences were based in dealing with fresh local food.
Sure.
And so trying to bring those same applications into a retirement community style living, because the folks that are living here now are actually responsible for the restaurant growth of the past 20 years where all that stuff has happened.
Sure.
So now we're seeing a shift in demand of the consumer. So our residents are affluent, they've been visiting these restaurants over the past 20, 30 years, and now we want to make sure that those experiences are maintained through the latter years.
Sure. And I know, one of our goals too is to keep this fresh, to keep everybody, excited about having that culinary
Right.
option at Wesley Commons. One of the beautiful things about this whole process is that we're actually trying to take off the things that people don't want to do. And
Right.
cooking and cleaning is a part of some people just don't want to do anything to
Right.
do with it.
Yeah, it can be a task at times.
I bet. And trying to keep people happy is virtually everybody happy is virtually
Right.
impossible. But I know y'all try every day to do that.
Yeah, but we have, obviously with our campus and the wide variety of residences, everybody's going to have different demands. We have allergy restrictions, diet restrictions, and so we accommodate all those. Everybody has personal tastes, and what we try to do is provide options.
Sure.
And so just here in our Arbor Room Cafe, you can see it's beautiful, but our salad bar has a wide variety of offerings. We have multiple offerings of entrees and vegetables and starches every single day. We have live cook station where we do fresh seafood, so we'll bring in fresh scallops that day, and we'll do a scallop
Nice.
feature that day, right? We'll bring in boats or fish off the boats in Charleston, bring them up here. We're only a couple hours away from the coast, so we get fish at its freshest, and then we cook it up that day. It's out the door. You can't get better quality of food.
Fantastic, yeah. And I know we've got now basically 3 different restaurant options. We want to have tell us a little bit about it. You're better
All
at
right.
than me.
Well, we got in here the Arbor Room Cafe is kind of your everyday meal, right?
Right.
So when you want lunch and dinner, casual, where you can gather with friends around a nice community table.
Sure.
We also have a pavilion right outside that has a fire pit surrounded by herb garden,
Little
butterfly
wine
garden.
station out there.
Yeah, self-service wine. You can't go wrong there. Have a little alcohol with it. So this is our more casual, come and entertain friends. Then we also have our Silverleaf dining room, which is your more traditional sit-down, full-service restaurant.
Right.
And so you can sit down, whether it's white tablecloth, that vernacular is going out a little bit, but it's a more formal experience.
Sure.
Where you can come in, order off a full menu, have that tableside service, that exchange with your server. And then we also have the bistro concept, which is kind of like a drop-in. If you just want to have a light little snack in the afternoon, say it's a smoked salmon or a little light salad, or if you just want to grab something and go, you can pop right in off the lobby, grab it, and be out the door. So, some of our other restaurants, you come in, you're going to see everybody on your way in and get stopped. But if you just need to come in and out real quick, 5 minutes, that's the bistro spot.
Right. And I think the other cool thing a lot of residents look forward to is that weekly newsletter that comes out. And inside the weekly newsletter has the menu offerings. And so if people want to grab something to go, you make it very easy.
Mm-hmm.
If people need some groceries of some kind, y'all make it very easy.
Right.
With the Fresca Market that you've got going on.
Right. And we also do a bunch of special events. So wine dinners are a big thing around here, where there's a train museum uptown here in Greenwood, which is really, really
right.
cool. And we had 40 residents go up there, have a 3-course wine dinner on an old train cart. And
Heck
so
yeah.
you just can't craft that experience anywhere else. So we have, not only do we have the ability with our talented staff, but just having the resources of the greater Greenwood County and all these cool spots to go to. We've done it at an art gallery, we've done it at a train museum, we're doing it at a farm.
That's awesome.
We'll even take people out here on the pavilion. And then we also like to do these Saturday night out events, which are once a month. We bring in live music and entertainment, have 3 courses of food, wine, people get up and dance, socialize. It's just a really great experience.
Yeah, as a food is a big part of my life. I know it's a huge part of your life, Jeff, and it's obviously a big part of our residents' lives. It's something they look forward to, and it's an offering that we want to engage them in on and make sure it's something that they really enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely the most popular people on campus, and that could be a blessing and a curse. I mean, overall, people just want to provide feedback, right?
Sure.
I mean, we understand like food is very central to not just nourishment and health, but it's just such a social event.
Sure.
And so that's what kind of, in a nutshell, what we're trying to accomplish is we want to bring people together. We want to nourish them. We want to have symbiosis with our activities and wellness offerings, where we're going to start a garden with activities and wellness, and we'll have a garden club, and then they'll grow food, and we'll bring that in and do a dish with it in culinary, and just bring the whole community together, while also providing something of substance, where residents eat their meal and feel good when leaving.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, another good thing is that when our prospects come for a visit for Davis and I to show them around our campus, they're able to sit down and eat in any of our restaurants here on campus. They can also participate in some of the activities that you mentioned, the special events that we're doing while they're here visiting.
Yeah, we want it to be very transparent, right? So when folks come, if they want to come and tour the kitchen, come on back. We're very proud of it. We just did this big renovation, as Davis alluded to, in the cafe and in the kitchen. We're about to embark on it on the Silverleaf and Bistro, really just to, again, bring things up a couple of levels, where literally in this upstate area of South Carolina, you won't find not only with CCRCs, but just in hotel, resort, restaurants, you just won't find something necessarily on this level. I mean, we're really kind of top-notch in it. So, I mean, that's one of the draws that brought me here. Right. So, it's great that we just continue to push the envelope. We take resident feedback, we implement it when it's necessary, and that's how we just grow as a kind of a collective unit.
That's right. And if you ever want to try Wesley Commons Culinary Experience, just email info@wesleycommons.org. Right. And you can also find the newsletter on our website. Yep. You can get in touch with us. We'd love to host you for a dinner. We'd love to have you for lunch, feed you breakfast, whatever the case may be. But we know you'll enjoy your experience, and we really appreciate you joining us, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much for joining us.